Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the latest episode of the Happy Mail Movement envelope reveal. I am doing this video for the second time. This is kind of early Sunday morning. I did it last night after a 4-hour, I guess, 4-hour live craft and chat. And so I did the video. So all these envelopes have already been opened and gushed over. And then as I was falling asleep, I thought, I never turned the volume back on my phone. And even though, it was uploading overnight, yeah, sure enough, you can't do a video with the mic turned off. So add that to the list of boo-boos and lessons learned. Anyway, this will clearly be a more abridged version, and it's unfortunate because all of these things are so lovely. This is a second envelope from Teresa, a very favorite and loyal subscriber to my channel. And I carefully opened it. I carefully removed the bottom of this sticker so I could peel this apart. And in it was a note explaining what this is. But even though I didn't take part in the Deck the Hall 2023 challenge, she chose to send me this, what would I call it? This little lovely, just because of a couple of elements that reminded her of me. So there's a tree charm there. There are some goodies stuffed into this little belly band here. We both share the love of purple. And I gather that because she was very interested, well, she's interested in everything I do, go figure, but she loved the book series that I did on Sundays. That went on for months, What's in My Bookcase. So this tree made of books obviously was part of the reason why she thought I needed to get this. And of course, I love the fact that she's added my initial there. Anyway, I gather, of course, we've never met, but I gather that she's really tall. And of course, with a name like Teresa, it wasn't a big stretch, I guess, to have her nickname become Tree. So there's a tree connection between us as well. Now, this envelope came from Carrie in Illinois, and I ended up cutting it open all around, I mean 3 sides, because this is a really intriguing piece of paper. It's got these 50s rockers on it. So, whoopsie. So inside you have guys like Buddy Holly and Elvis. So that's really, really cool. Oh, and again, the Post-it fell off. But inside are all these goodies. So, I mean, here's this little guy that can be glued down. It's kind of like cellophane almost. Staticky cellophane. All this lace, and I am like I said in take 1, I still don't know. I'm keeping everything intact for the time being, but I'm tempted by things like this because I think this would go beautifully in the blush journal that I'm working on. But yeah, look at this. And you can tell this is vintage because I'm sure no one's making this kind of stuff anymore, with the printed cotton ribbon and the lace, embellishment. So those things are all lovely. This little snippet with these teeny tiny pieces, like, frankly, I thought I was the only one goofy enough, and I say that in the best possible way, goofy enough to save pieces like this, but it's perfect in something like this. This is tiny and cute, and the proportions are just right. And I tend to love things that are rectilinear, so this is perfect. This is very cute, and it's got this interactive element because she's used a brad as the buffaloes. Can you tell I just woke up? As the butterfly's thorax. Remember that from science, kids? This is a lovely little contraption. It's an altered card, and it's got this side pocket. And I mean, this, it feels so substantial, but yet it's simple. And then these little add-ons, and of course I love purple, so let's put purple on top. And I love cutting out, you know, just when your mind is numb and you don't know what else to do, you know, doing punch outs and having them ready to go. So I very much like that as well. This is an index card that she's done something to, and I hope, Carrie, that you see this video and that you write and explain what this is. Obviously, the answer didn't come to me during a dream or during the night in a dream, but so I'm thinking that this was maybe tissue paper or something that she scrunched up very, well, no, she probably had some colors. Excuse me, I feel a sneeze. Crisis averted. She probably had some color on the card to begin with, then scrunched up some napkin or tissue, and then used the gray just to add color to the raised spots. But I don't know, maybe I have tree on the brain, but I can't help but sort of see tree, like, you know, trunk and branches and so on. So I don't know. Probably seeing things. But yeah, if you could explain that, I'd be interested to hear, because that's really cool. I love texture. And it, you know, it's not, it hasn't added a great deal of bulk, but yet it's so tactile. This is a cutest little thing. It's a it's a very tiny little dictionary page with this image that has been printed on top of it. And then this is so cool. So it's a card. It's got this tool, very fancy dancy tool over it. And underneath are two types of ribbon. And it's also like double, no, okay, there's a line of stitching there. So she probably stitched the tulle and maybe that wider ribbon, or maybe that, I don't know, maybe the stitching is just in the tulle. I'm not sure, but it's like it acts as a stopping point. But anyway, yeah, two places to tuck something and then have this fancy cover over it. Like, that is so smart. So Carrie, thank you so much for sending this, and I really do hope that you, you know, not phone, write and explain how you did that one particular card. That would be great. This envelope is from Caroline Jensen, and I'm not taking any labors to cover her address, because of course she's one of the participating channels. And she also has something that, and of course we're just a few weeks into January, started a challenge called CCT 52. So Caroline's Craft Tree And the 52 represents the fact that it's a weekly challenge for an entire year. Kind of intriguing, pretty, very loose guidelines to follow, and just a lot of fun, actually. And it's early days. So far I've got one done, but I will be batch taping the results as I go along. This is a cute little playing card, so who doesn't love those? And look at those cute animals. This was the part that really kind of intrigued me. So my theory is that it's, it's obviously a specimen, but did it come this way, or did she make it? The edges are so perfectly sealed that it's hard to tell. Anyway, it's a slide card die cut, I believe, with some labels added, and this butterfly, and somehow someone has managed to keep the antennae intact. When I fussy cut butterflies, I always chop them off. But this is the confusing or the intriguing part. This it's not acetate, it's not vellum, it's not anything I'm familiar with. It almost feels fabric-like, and it's got that butterfly sealed in there so perfectly. So I don't know if that was, I don't know. Caroline, you just have to explain this. I do have a laminating machine, but I don't think that the laminating covers feel like that either. So I'm baffled. And continue with the butter theme. Here's this pink two-tone butterfly, and I'm thinking this too might work quite nicely in my blush journal. So I'll have to maybe rethink if I start plundering the contents of these envelopes. And then this, I think these are probably tags that stores use. They're perforated here and here. They've got a little hole that could be punched out to put one of those plastic, those things that those price guns spit out. So that's cool. And because it's blank, it can be turned into anything I choose it to be. And then this was another thing that just amazed me. It looks like she took a postcard, so there was obviously a design on it because it's got like a date and someone's name. Covered it with these strips of paper and then zigzagged them, sort of made frankenpaper, and then covered this card, is my theory. Maybe I'm totally off base. But I must say that sewing is precision perfect. Like this could be in a sewing book. Those stitches are so perfect. Unbelievable. So you might have to explain that one as well. This is, excuse me, an oversized gas check. I don't have any this size, and I don't have any in this pale, I don't know, what is that, green, pale aqua kind of color. So that's cool. And this also should be a reminder to me to use the gas checks I have. Like, my goodness, things sort of become popular, and next thing you know it, there are 100 videos using a particular piece, and I'm not always the first one out of the starting block, so whoops. Yeah, I've got guest checks to use. That's the moral of the story, or the point of the story. Maybe I'll leave Kim's for last, Kim Newberg, because she, of course, is the brainchild behind this whole movement. Now, this envelope, I've had it for a while now. It was mailed December 27th. But of course, I don't want to do a video for, one envelope or two envelopes. So I wait till, 4 or 5 accumulate. It's beautiful. I think it's wrapping paper. The amazing part of this, other than the contents, is that it came from New Zealand. And what are the clues? I heart NZ. There's the island. The $4.60 in postage with a New Zealand stamp. Unbelievable. And I had said in my intro video that my particular challenge was open to excuse me, envelopes from Canada and the US. But Barbara didn't get the memo, I guess. And so naturally, I will reciprocate and send her an envelope as well. The envelope came in great condition. And when I think, excuse me, she made the envelope, she stuffed the envelope, she mailed the envelope, she bought the postage, she mailed the envelope, how can I not reciprocate? And there are all of these lovely contents. So she's used on, I would say, both of these things. She's embossed and die cut these hearts out of packaging. Clever. I don't do enough experimentation with my own die cutting machine, so I have to, hop to and get on doing that. Just a decorated paper clip. Again, very cute. And I mean, these are easy peasy. Two-sided scrapbooking paper, fold it over, catch the long side of the paper clip, and decorate. So simple yet so beautiful and so effective. And then this. Oh no. Then this. This is a cute little book page envelope. And, I kind of like the way she made it because it's got this nice deep access. And I'm kind of one of those guilty people who doesn't use book page nearly enough, even though I'm, kind of knee deep in it. So yeah, just lovely. A bit of washi, part of a doily, something that's been stamped. I think this is probably washi or maybe part of a napkin, I'm not sure. A lovely stamp, and you're done. Beautiful. But then this. So these are nice. So this would be it's not decorated at the back, so I guess it could be glued down to a page. It could be clipped onto a page. It's free floating. So this folds down, and I think because it's kind of so sturdily constructed, it just holds itself in place. But anyway, this folds down. Whoops. And then this folds down, and you've got a pocket, a pocket, a pocket. And, such soft colors. She's done some subtle inking. This is just one of those things that has to be turned into, I have to steal this idea. And maybe she intended it to be this way. But this too, I could see this being in my blush journal. And then of course there's this tag, the biggest tag that is in that back pocket. So that is really, really nice. So thank you, Barbara, and thank you to everyone. And just know that I will be working on your envelopes this week. And then the final one is from Kim Newberg. And it is a thing of wonder as well. Really well made. Of course, now you can't tell because I've cut each end off, but it was stitched around for extra stability. And then she does some, you know, crazy stitching around the envelope as well. I mean, just so attractive. I'm sure this is probably one of her digitals. These are fussy cut items here. Here's the same girl in a larger size. Like, I love these oranges, and it's just, the envelope in itself is a work of art. Okay, and then on the inside, look at this. So it's music page. It's got these goodies that have, well, and I probably didn't put them where they were originally. But look at, this opens up, and there are these goodies in here. So tickets and stamps, and I guess she's picked up on the fact that I love purple. So there are these flowers. But maybe and of course it's all beautiful. A beautiful sticker. But probably the best thing here, no, well, it's like, which is your favorite kid, are these Ukrainian bus tickets. I've heard her talk about them on her channel. And of course, I'm a Ukrainian Canadian. So this is really a treasure to me. So thank you for including that. And then, as if one wasn't enough, the other side is the same. So blue ribbon coupons. This is an actual ticket of some sort with a little ad at the back. Another oversized stamp. More bus tickets. Another coupon. Another ticket. A little, you know, floral image. And then these purple flowers as well. So that is absolutely beautiful. And imagine if I make a journal out of all these envelopes, these 2 pages are done. Well, this whole thing is done. Anyway, and let's see what else she's put in here. So this looks almost, well, it's printed on photo paper, so I'm not quite sure what this is. It looks like a photo contact sheet almost. These kids are so cute. Love it. Here is an actual invoice from 1961 from a business in Manitoba, which is where Kim lived before she moved to New Brunswick. This, of course, I can't fake it because this is take 2, but I giggled myself silly at the thought that she mailed me gaskets for Ford cars. As a farm wife, I know a little bit about gaskets, so I think that is priceless. And even if I wasn't a farm girl, would that not be great as an element on a page or as part of a masterboard? So that is, that's unique. That's a keeper. Then, of course, there's this, and I don't know. I was trying to figure out like 3, 6, 9 zeros. What is that? Is that trillions or is that even more? Now it says Hell Bank notes, so I don't know. This is probably a gag of some sort, but again, who doesn't love the colors? This is big enough that it could be a folio page. I do have quite a bit of Asian stuff. You know, it's just these days, I don't want to get sidetracked here too much, but You know, I think sometimes when we do things of cultures that are not our own, it's not cultural appropriation. It is paying homage to something that we admire or appreciate. So I don't know. Maybe there is no Asian journal in my future, but and isn't she the best? She sent me $100 too. Thank you, Kim. And then, of course, this is a pocket made out of scrapbook paper, so it's got some heft to it. And again, she uses book page, often and effectively. I think that must be washi tape, a bit of this used tape looking stuff, or that is probably alcohol dyed labels, maybe, and a beautiful digital. So thank you, Kim, for all of those goodies. I very much appreciate it, especially those Ukrainian bus tickets. So guys, I hope that I did justice to this reveal, even though none of it was a surprise because I'd done it last night. Anyway, thank you so much for participating. Know that your envelopes will be heading your way probably in the coming week. And just thank you so much for being here. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.